Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. I can't even comprehend what last night was like in this moment. So first things first, we're getting some coffee and then I'll tell you all about it. I cannot put into words how tired I feel right now, so let's recap last night. For those that don't know, I have a 7-month-old golden doodle puppy named Milo, and I would say like once to twice a month he eats something that he shouldn't and gets an upset stomach. Now his breed in general already has sensitive stomachs. On top of a puppy that wants to eat everything right now, it's a brutal combo. So this probably lasts like one night, two max, and then like he's fine. But last night it was even worse, because not only was he waking me up like every 30 to 60 minutes to take him outside, like that's already like interrupted sleep, that sucks. I also feel bad for him because he probably doesn't really understand what's going on. He just knows that like his stomach hurts and he doesn't feel good. But I had a planned power outage in my area last night, so it was like pitch black in my place and then also pitch black outside. So like navigating all the like dark corners and just like being outside, hearing noises, like is that a person? Like I was on edge every single time. So taking him out that many times throughout the night, I was like, Milo, please tell me this is the last time. And so I think when we came in around like 3:30 or so, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave you outside of the crate, and I'm thinking maybe if he had just like access to everywhere, then he could find like just a comfortable space to lay and fall asleep. So our power came back on around 4:30. He did come back into my room. He was like out here for that hour. Came back into my room, like laid on my bed, kind of moved around. But when I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee and then we'll chat, I came out to see that he used the restroom twice. Yeah, which I feel bad more for him about, because he's potty trained, like he knows better. So he either like didn't want to wake me up again, or he didn't think I was gonna be quick enough. He's just like, I gotta go. And so either of those I feel terrible about. So I cleaned that up, made my cup of coffee, now we're here. That was probably a lot of information you didn't want, but you know, these daily vlogs, this is kind of what you get. So let's talk about today, because I am still excited even though there's a slight change of plans. So if you watched yesterday's vlog, I thought maybe Ayana would be able to come down today, but we tried to make this plan very last minute, and so just logistics on her side. Then she's like, I don't think I can do that. Can we do this weekend? And so I think I'm gonna see her this weekend, which I'm still obviously very excited about. We have like different plans, but today the goal was just kind of like, let's hang out, obviously we're gonna be filming, let's maybe read, we can bake. And so I'm still gonna do that throughout today. And then Riley's still coming over after work later today, so I have a pickup order of some of the baking things I need to get, because I want to try to bake something that I haven't done before. I think it's fairly simple. However, I've never done it, so I'm sure there's a learning curve. So I'm wanting to do that stuff. So I think I'm gonna go pick up that order soon, and then we are gonna do some reading. So I am 20% into the third ring, which is the ebook fantasy that I'm reading. And then this is the Christmas book that I'm gonna be starting today. It's Snowed In for Christmas by Jacqueline Snow. That's so cool. Like snow, but like S-N-O-W-E. But yeah, this is what we are starting, and then I'm hoping to just continue to make progress on that fantasy. I don't know, like I'm liking it. I think I'm just struggling because I'm having a hard time physically reading only. I'm like really needing the audio as like the hybrid experience to really retain information, I feel like. So maybe we'll have better luck today. But okay, I'm going to drink this coffee, go get that pickup order, and then we will chat and we'll figure out what the next steps are. I've gotten ready for the day, which is so silly because all I did was just change into different PJs. But I also used some of my new products, which I just feel like everything was softer, which I really loved, and like blended really well. No like super harsh tones and colors that just don't go well with my skin tone right now. So I feel really cute. And this set is perfect because we are gonna try to make candy cane cookies, which is like the 2 different colored doughs you wrap up to make like the candy cane shape, not, you know, like peppermint sugar cookies, so to speak. So I do have all the ingredients to make like a sugar cookie recipe. However, I thought this first time around, it'd be less stressful if I just got like a mix for sugar cookie, and then I was able to do like the coloring and figure this out. And then if they're successful, I want to make them again, then I can make like the sugar cookie dough from scratch. But this is just like the Betty Crocker one. So we're gonna do probably a little more of like a time-lapse situation because I don't know how this is gonna go, and I don't want to be stressed about like talking to a camera and trying to do all of this.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat.
Okay, I did try the cookies. They're just sugar cookies. They're fine. I will say I grew impatient with waiting for the dough to chill. I had to like chill it several points in the process of making them, but I grew impatient with like the last step of like waiting for them to completely chill in the fridge. So I feel like they definitely like expanded, so to speak. And so yeah, not the most like pristine candy canes, but they tasted fun. I'm not like a huge cookie person. Frankly, I just wanted to make it because it seemed fun to do for the holidays, but that was kind of fun. And then I've just been now on the couch with Bestie Milo, and I've been watching YouTube, like actually watching the videos on my watch later, so that's why I haven't done any reading yet. It is now 1:40. Hi, bud. You're so cute. It's now 1:40 and I think I'm gonna finish this video I'm currently watching and then we will get into some reading. I just watched most of Sarah Caroli's video on like her winter reading vlog. I think that was her 3rd or 4th. I think that was her yesterday's Bookmas video. But it kind of had me excited to start Snowed In for Christmas. She didn't read this one, but she read some holiday romances, and I was like, wait. Right, I'm so sorry. Goodness. Oh, for anyone following Does My Dog Have a Cold journey, he has sneezed probably once in the last 24 hours. So I would say is probably like better on that front, and now it's just making sure he doesn't eat anything he's not supposed to, bud. It's a progress. No, it's a process. Well, and it's progress every day, but he's so needy. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video and then get to reading, and I feel like I just want to dive into that holiday romance. So I'm thinking I'll put on a Christmas movie and then start the book, so I'll check in with you when we're starting it. I finished the YouTube video I was watching and now I'm officially in the mood to read. So let's go ahead and make a matcha and get cozy on the couch.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one
Okay, I feel like I'm officially set up on the couch. I have hit play on That Christmas on Netflix. I love this movie. It's a newer one. I don't know if it came out last year or the year before, but it's like a cute little animated Christmas movie. Milo is here, ready to do some reading, bud. You're so cute. Okay. Made my strawberry matcha. So good. I am obsessed with these right now. for like the last like couple months. Guys. Oh, we got 2 paws. I'll pet you here in a second, buddy. But this is my latest obsession. So I want to know, comment down below, question of the day, what is your favorite candy? Because I feel like it doesn't matter the situation, like I want these. So it's not like, oh, what's your favorite snack to read? What's your favorite snack to watch a movie? Like, just what's your favorite candy? Because like, these are perfect for any situation. So I have those to snack on. I have my candle lit on the like window seal, and then I am starting Snowed In for Christmas. So me and Milo, me and bestie Milo. Hi, bud. He has been resting a lot today, but overall like normal behavior. So after the night we had, I'm glad to see it. He's like eating normal. Gave him like, well, it's not really like a treat, but I guess it was a treat. Not like one of the training treats, but like it said duck head. Guys, I don't know. I was like, hey, I got you this thing. And then I was like, duck head? I don't know. I don't want to look too close into that, but he seemed to really like it. So we're just gonna snuggle up on the couch and start our book.
Then you know it's Christmas when the snow starts to fall. Then you know it's Christmas for the children above all.
Okay, it is a little after 5 o'clock. I have honestly been sitting here reading. I am on chapter 14, which is page 182. So I watched That Christmas. Well, I say watch, it was on in the background. Then I started Grinch, which I've watched like 0% of this one. So we are gonna be like restarting it as soon as I'm ready to get back on the couch and get comfortable. But let's talk about this book. I'm flying through it. I mean, these Christmas romances, this is your like rom-com book. You know, it's not that deep, it's not that serious, it's just a jolly good time. And that's what's making me enjoy it, because I knew that heading into it and like the kind of book that I was going to be reading. So this is fun. You are following our 2 main characters, Becca and Harrison. They are on a college campus. They're like adults, right? So Harrison is the football coach and Becca is a sorority mom. So think of it like basically this parental figure that lives in a sorority house and like helps take care of all the girls and like is there for different reasons, right? So there's a snowstorm. They have to stay together, basically. Like power's out. She's stuck in this giant sorority house by herself. So Harrison's like, come stay with me. Now they do have this like brief history that kind of allows us as a reader to be like, okay, well at least this doesn't make like complete like nonsense kind of thing that you're like jumping into this and then you're like, what, gonna hook up? Like, so they do have a little bit of a history, like a head start, if you will. So I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I love the dialogue. Our main character is so fun to read. She is the whole like bubbly sunshine. He's not like grumpy. He's not like a mean guy or kind of rude or whatever it may be, but he is someone that is more standoffish, kind of has a resting Grinch face, if you will. So that's where I feel like this probably has the sunshine grumpy trope, but it is fun nonetheless. I feel like I wouldn't like her if I was reading any old like adult romance that wasn't kind of a Christmassy rom-com Hallmark cheesiness, but because it's here and like this is great. I'm having a great time. I think I'm like 55% of the way in. I gotta update Goodreads, but I took Milo out before it completely got dark, and I came back in and he like played fetch for a little bit, like more than just once. I swear my dog has ADHD, because I'll throw it, he goes and gets it, then he sees a stick. I've lost him. But this time, like, he was going and getting the ball, bringing it back, and like we were working on drop it and like the fetch premise. He was doing so good. I was so proud of him. So we actually played fetch for a little bit and then came back in. I fed him, and now I want to go ahead and take a shower because I realized I have my events tomorrow that, I say events, I'm doing like the junk club thing, and I want to like obviously like look cute for it, and I was gonna probably shower tomorrow night, like thinking about just my hair, but I'm like, I'd rather it be like look fresh and good tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go shower, put on another pair of PJs because why not, and then figure out some dinner stuff. But there was something else I was gonna tell you, but I have no idea. So I like it, having a good time. I'm hoping honestly to just finish this book tonight. I feel like I could do it. It's only like 5:15 or something. So I've come to remember that we did not do the Advent journal yesterday, so we once again have 2 days that we need to do. So 4th of December, take the book number 5, The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. What character you'd send a Christmas card to? It'd be weird to send it to the love interest because like he's taken, you know what I mean? I'd probably send it to our main female character because Bestie's trying her best to be herself in a family that is the worst. And she deserves to get mail that isn't a bill. What from this story you'd hold onto when days get colder? I would say probably the fact that you should stay true to yourself. No matter what, you will find people that align with you and your morals. I think this book really showed how there can be a negative side to organized religion and kind of like the blind faith in thinking that you're better than someone else because you claim to be a Christian or Catholic or whatever it may be. And you're like, I'm like someone that follows God, therefore I'm better than you. And I'm like, that statement I fear is not very Christian-like. You know what I mean? And so I think that is something that I'd like to hold on to, especially as the days get colder. What memory I'd like to put in a snow globe? The epilogue. Oh, you guys, the epilogue got me good. What from this book you'd think quietly before turning the page? Probably just the difficult discussion of how Southern baptism can be a harsh like reality to live in if you're in the South. And I was actually talking with one of my friends about this because like she's like, I literally like I grew up in the South, like this is what I experienced, and like her and I align on our morals and our views, and it was just so incredible hearing her talk a lot more about it. But I think just having that tough conversation, you can like, this is not fact, this is not to be taken so seriously, like The Conditions of Will as a book, but I think it's just, it brings up those amazing conversations to have and important conversations to have. And then today's the 5th of December, so take book number 21. Ooh, Wraith Beneath the Tides. What a switch up. Write about a moment that made you feel grateful. Listen, this is a fantasy romance that made me feel grateful, like besides that the book exists. And write about a moment that made you feel grateful. Like, could you hear that? That's the goat from The Grunge screaming. Let's pause that. We'll circle back if something like comes to mind, but I feel like for like a book like that, I'm like, what do you feel grateful? What from this story you'd hold on to when days get colder? Okay. Probably just how freaking cool it was. Like, I think that is what I remember most, is just like, it is, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean meets Lost City of Atlantis. That is cool. And I actually hadn't read a story mixing the two like that, so. And then what memory you'd like to keep, like a snow globe. This book involved like, not like deep pain, but like a lot of pain, not a ton of happy moments. It is book 1. I think there was a moment that our main character really felt like she belonged, and that, you know, she, like, this is what she was missing out on, so to speak. I don't want to obviously say too much to like talk spoilers, but I think seeing her feel that way, in a way it hurts because you recognize how long she lived without feeling that way, but also like a beautiful thing to just to see that. Doesn't matter about anything else that happens in the book, just isolating those emotions from our main female character. Yes. And then what I'd like to think quietly before turning the page. I feel like with fantasy romances, like this is hard. Unless the book has like some profound thing, like messaging, so to speak. What am I supposed, like, besides being like, thank you for writing this book, you know what I mean? I think the imagery and like world building of the setting was really good. I genuinely felt like I was just like there watching everything happen. I remember reading this with like a pirate ambiance in the background. Like I had such a good time being in the world, if that makes sense. I don't know what I feel grateful for pertaining to book 1 in this series. I don't know if it's like a duology, trilogy, what, but I think that's hard. I feel like when this is a complete story that I've read, there could be something from this. It's like I feel grateful for that. But at this point, that book is wild. Okay, we are officially caught up. I'm gonna heat up my dinner, and then I realized I actually haven't done any editing for this, and I want to go through my junk journal because I have the junk club event tomorrow. I want to go through my junk journal and see how many pages I have left and kind of like map out in pencil or sticky note or something of just being like, okay, these are like the spreads I kind of know of, and like, do I still have more left over? Am I going to be short? Like, I don't want to run out of pages because I just wasn't paying attention. So I think that's what I'm going to do while I'm finishing up dinner. I'm currently heating up the oven, and then obviously when it is cooking.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be.
I have just finished Snowed In for Christmas. I had so much fun with this. Like, it was exactly what I wanted it to be, which is a cheesy holiday romance. I had fun with this, and I feel like I don't read as many ones where they're like stuck together in one place, so to speak. I feel like you often see travel plans go awry and now they're having to like road trip together, or they're like small town romance, like getting stuck in like a whole week's long Christmas extravaganza, like getting a lot more interactions with other people. But this was really just our two characters stuck together, and then you did have some moments where like they weren't stuck in the cabin and they, you know, were interacting with other like side characters and such, but it was still just like a fun book to read. I'm stuck between like a 3.5 and 4, because like 4 seems high in the sense that like this is not like some deep book, not even deep, but just there's not a lot of depth here. At the same time, it was such a fun like holiday romance to read right now, and like having that cheesiness mindset made this enjoyable, made it more of a 4-star experience. So I think I will settle on a 4-star. I had a good time with this. And once again, I'm so proud of myself for reading another book on my physical TBR, because now I have, I think, one more romance, like Christmas romance, that I've had previously that like if I want to read more than that this month, then I can buy ones that I'm interested in. But I think it's Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, which the audiobook I'm like second in line, so maybe we'll have to take a break and read that later in the month. It depends. I feel like I've been second in line for like a week, so we'll see. But I am excited that I finished another book and that I did it in one day. Another holiday romance that we just read in one day. That is crazy. I'm having so much fun. I did do a good chunk of the editing, at least doing like all like the rough cut stuff. I didn't do any of the like background music or anything like that, but I did rough cut everything up until when I sat down to read. So I do feel good about that. I've just been sitting here reading with the Grinch playing. So the movie just ended. I just finished my book. Milo's knocked out. I'm really hoping that we just have a smooth night of rest. I'd expect he might like need to go out. Like I'm gonna take him out like whenever I actually go to bed. I need to like finish editing and everything, and then whenever I'm done with that, I'll take him out. And I'm hoping, oh goodness, and I'm hoping we just like sleep through the night. Yeah, I'm talking about you, bud. He just stretched and then he's like, oh, you're just talking to a camera again? I'm just gonna keep sleeping. But this was a good, fun Vlogmas day 5. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dishwasher being loud in the background, at least loud for me. Hopefully editing JC can play with the audio. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, all the fun YouTube things. What should we have like our question of the day? I feel like it's fun to have a question because it can like prompt, not like even discussions, but I feel like I get to learn more about people. What is like one of your favorite holiday traditions? So like for me, growing up, my family always made it a priority to watch It's a Wonderful Life, and I feel like watching it once a year just hits hard because I feel like it takes a whole year for me to really forget like how important life is and the people in your life and just like how incredible it is to live, right? And I do love watching that annually and getting to kind of remind myself of that and like the community you build and like all the lives that you can affect that you just don't realize you're having this positive impact on. I love it. I think that is an incredible tradition we have. So let me know if it's something silly, like putting up the tree a certain time, or like always having a certain dinner, or what your Christmas Eve tradition is. You know, I just feel like there's so many holiday traditions and I'd be curious to know one of your favorites. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 6.